Yo, what up guys? I'm DDR002 and welcome to Elevated Cannabis News, where we're focused on figuring out the news with our eye. Today in Cannabis News, we're going to cover a new growing method. It's called micro-growing. One interesting style a lot of people are going with are growing their cannabis in small red cups. They take the red cups, plant a little seed in there, and they get these nice big buds off it. Some people getting anywhere from up to a quarter to even an ounce off these small red cup grows. The cool thing about this small space or bucket style growing is almost anybody can do it. All you need is some red cups, a small little light, some type of container that can be used to maybe cut a hole so you can put a light on top, and then you just need a little bit of soil and some water. You can grow your own weed at home. Next up in news, consumption lounges may be considered in Ontario and in Edmonton. Very cool news. This actually means stoners could have a place to go to sit down, hit a vape, smoke a doobie, as long as it's their own supply of cannabis. Obviously, there can be no sales here, but fellow consumers can trade amongst consumers. This is very, very exciting. We could see this in the coming future, maybe even as soon as a year or so. If you're in Canada, vapes are now legal. You can go get yourself vaporizers as well as concentrates in some of your local dispensaries. This is a slow rollout in February, but almost all dispensaries across Canada will have concentrates as well as vape pens in their stores probably by mid to late March. Edibles are legal in the market as well. Unfortunately, it is of a relatively small dose, only 10 milligrams max dose per package. However, this does protect your average consumer who has very little cannabis experience from going overboard. However, I do think we might want to look into some different regulations in the future for people who are a little bit more experienced with cannabis. This way, one wouldn't have to purchase 30 packs to meet their limit or their threshold that they're capable of handling. Let's hope something changes in the future, but for now, I understand where the government's going, trying to protect the consumer. Also, in cannabis news, it's official, the NFL will no longer be suspending players for cannabis use. This is a milestone. I mean, especially in a sport that would benefit so much from cannabis, or that does benefit so much from cannabis, with its anti-inflammatory properties and all we know about the benefits of CBD. I'm sure these football players are so happy about this new ruling that came in with the NFL. This means players suffering from brain damage and also just injuries in general, but brain damage specifically, are actually able to utilize the benefits of CBD, specifically the neuroprotectant benefits that CBD gives. So this is huge. Hats off to the NFL, doing the right thing and allowing players to use cannabis and heal themselves. A few reports are coming out where they're actually finding wild differences in cannabis extract prices between province to province. Is your province charging too much for cannabis extracts? What are the prices like where you live? Please leave a comment and let me know. Cannabis extracts are expensive as it is. So if people are actually getting the exact same product and charging more in their store, we want to kind of know about it. So let us know here so we can find the right stores who are being fair with their prices, guys. Whoa, interesting news with the big cannabis corporation, Aurora, taking an over $1 million loss in Q2. This is also coming on the back end of a lot of layoffs. Also, a lot of their future plants that were in the workings are now being closed down and sold off. Really interesting stuff from a huge player in the cannabis industry. So what does that have to say about the legal cannabis and the legal corporations that are managing our cannabis? Let's see what the future holds for Aurora. Let's hope some things pick up. They're a big company and I actually like their CBD, so a very interesting study that just came out of Israel, funded by US cannabis companies. They actually discovered that CBG and CBC is capable of killing gastrointestinal cancer cells. Very, very cool. Now, this is just a preliminary study. However, very good results just at the starting of this. Next up in news, in some states where cannabis is legal, and in Canada, there's actually legal dump boxes that you can dump your cannabis in before you travel to countries where it is illegal or states where it is legal. With these lock boxes full of cannabis, it's led to some problems. One being thieves actually stealing these lock boxes and the cannabis in them. Don't go trying to rob those cannabis lock boxes at the airports because you might find yourself in trouble. Also, in cannabis news, cannabis on the black market is still beating the prices on cannabis on the white market. Now, can we get the prices down in the white market? We were supposed to win this war on drugs and bring a healthier, safer cannabis that's affordable to the public. But it seems like right now, that's still not quite attainable, with the black market still holding the reins on the much cheaper and affordable cannabis for the average person. With all this information and with these studies, it's kind of common sense. What is the government going to do about this? Are we going to find some better prices in the market? We've seen some price drops. However, the price drops are, in what I've experienced, is a bit of a subpar product and really not exactly worth the money. For me to get a good cannabis experience in the legal market, I'm still paying a high-end price for what I feel just to be a subpar medical cannabis strain. Unfortunately, we're still seeing a lack of quality cannabis in the medical market unless you pay that higher end premium price. Let's hope that better cannabis gets at those more affordable prices for the average consumer out there. This is for everybody who's looking for CBD and looking for a good deal on CBD. Beware of buying your CBD oil on Amazon. Unfortunately, there's been a huge amount of incidences where people are getting cannabis oil that is not CBD, not even CBD isolate, and generally just a lack of quality product out there. So when you are purchasing CBD, do your research. For now, always try and get from a licensed producer or a legal backed company that has a website and a history of making a quality product. Be warned, stay away from purchasing CBD on Amazon and do your research before you purchase legal CBD in the market. And that's the news. Thanks a ton for joining me, guys. I'm DDR002. Go check out my Instagram. If you're watching this on Instagram, go check out my YouTube. Both are DDR002. Easy to search. Give me a follow or subscribe. Have a great day. Stay litty as a kitty.